Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Tuesday night show. I hope you can hear me.
Here, hold on. I'll
Okay.
mic check for you.
Okay.
Mic check.
Mic check. Just a couple.
Check.
A couple quick things before we get into tonight. Just a couple quick announcements. We have decided on a show name. First off, we want to thank all the people that did give us a lot of offers. We had a ton. So there's a lot to choose through. We spent a good amount of time bouncing ideas off each other. Hello, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
And we took a little bit of everybody's ideas, and we just wanted to figure out which one fit us best. We picked the new name was going to be Between Rounds. We decided to go with. The winner was already notified. It was Tammy Kessler, so she's already been notified. She'll be on the show on May 14th. She's going to come on, and Arena's going to be here because she asked that she come too, so she could ask her questions. So you're welcome to be here if you want.
No,
Mike said he wants to get away from us.
A couple weeks off.
Rob says hello from Philly. So
Philly.
So
wow.
Heyo.
We decided real quick. We just decided to go with Between Rounds. Honestly, just because we think that it covers more of what we want to do with the show, other than like ghost hunts and ghosts and stuff like that. If we want to branch off into all aspects of the paranormal field, we decided that the idea of Between Rounds kind of covers everything. So it was just it was a little discussion we had, and believe me, we talked about it for a little while. So it was it was a tough choice, but we do like it. So she will be here on May 14th to interview us, to ask us questions, maybe pick Arena's mind a little bit, and we'll just have a good night that night of talking. So that'll be coming up soon. So May 4th, we're doing the event in Rose, New York. The overnight investigation is sold out. However, the event is still open. It's pay at the door. It's $10. All money goes towards the Rose Community Center, the building that it's being held at. We are no longer going to have just a table there. They asked us to now be a presenter. So we'll have a room set up. We'll have our equipment set up. We'll have speakers and all that fun stuff. And we will be presenting evidence. So if you ever wanted to meet us, and you haven't already, come on out. It's $10. It's a good cause. Other than that, we just got a bunch of stuff coming up like always. Next week we have the Haunted History. After that, Fulton Public Library. That was a great time.
No, that 2 weeks I'm not here.
No, I'm saying we have the...
Yeah, give him his 2 weeks, all right?
Yeah.
Sorry. Got a bunch of stuff coming up, folks. It's all listed on our Facebook page. So...
Because you got Amy next week.
Yep.
Then you got Arena and your sister.
That's the 14th.
Oh, why is it so far out?
Because that was the only night they could do.
So
you're coming
screwing me over.
You're coming back. On the 30th, we're doing Fulton City Library. On the 7th, we're doing Buffalo Naval Yard.
Cool place.
Another great place that we love going to. And we have a lot of cool stories from both the library and the Naval Yard.
Yeah, and at least they do have the Sullivans repaired.
Yes, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
So we'll talk
Amazing.
about that. We'll cover that. And then we have the contest winner on the 14th. So a lot of stuff scheduled, a lot of stuff coming up. And the Saturday, we're hitting the road for another investigation in
Clyde, New York.
So for a private residence /
business.
Because it's going to be a great night. A lot
of private building.
It's a private building. We'll put it that way. Why not? That's great.
I used to work with the guy with the state.
A lot of stuff. Looking forward to getting out there and helping these guys. Yeah. They have a lot of crazy stuff going on. Not so nice, I guess is the nice way to put it. So we'll try to get some answers for them. A lot of weird stuff happening there. Not only the paranormal perspective, but just in general. So a lot of weird stuff.
Because they are renovating the place too.
Yeah,
so
we're hoping that possibly once we do the investigation and we get all the evidence back to them, if they're okay with it, maybe we'll have them here. I know Todd is not fond on the paranormal, but his wife is, so maybe she'll join us and we can talk about it. So that'll be a cool night too. So without further ado, we're going to get into Dunkirk Lighthouse in Dunkirk, New York.
That was a long drive.
I don't think when we set it up, we really knew how far it was.
No.
This was, what year was this?
I think it was 2013.
It was a little before that. I want to say it was 2012. Only because I wasn't dating my wife yet. It's a good way to know.
Okay.
So that's the only reason why I know it wasn't 2013. But yes, we didn't. I don't think we really knew that it was like a 3-hour drive one way until after we set it up, scheduled it, planned it.
Down by the PA border.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's literally on the water. Beautiful location.
Beautiful.
We have a ton of photos on our Facebook page, so please just scroll down through all the photos and you can see them all. I mean, it's yes, Rob, it was a very long and boring drive, especially coming home at 2 in the morning. That's even worse because you can't see anything. So it was, and I gotta feel bad for Mike because he drove, so I think everybody else was kind of snoozing.
Yeah. The only thing that kept me going was music on the radio.
All those years of driving and plow, he could drive at night. That's not a big deal. So yes, great place. A little bit of history on the Dunkirk Lighthouse, also known as the Point. I have no idea what that word is, Mike.
The Dunkirk Lighthouse, also known as Grati.
I have no idea what the word is.
Let me see it.
Great.
I might be able to decipher it.
This is why I type stuff.
Gratiot.
All right, there you go. Whatever that means. Point Gratiot Light.
Yeah.
It's an active lighthouse. It's located at the Point on Lake Erie in New York. The lighthouse was established in 1826 and is the current tower was first lit in 1875. The lighthouse was fully automated in 1960. So you figure from well over 100 years.
Yeah, they had to keep her there.
Yeah, over 140 years. There was somebody living there fully. It is still operational today. The light acted as tandem with a pierhead beacon to guide ships along the safety of Dunkirk Harbor. All the bedrooms in the house are dedicated to a different branch of the military, which was really cool. You can see those photos.
Yep.
We took so many. Even outside, they got a lot of cool stuff, too.
Oh, yeah.
They have parts of shipwrecks and stuff outside.
I think they had a rudder from a ship, too.
Yep, that's outside. The Air Force room just happens to be what was the nursery, so just a little side note. It was also noted that there are at least a dozen shipwrecks off the point, probably more, but at least a dozen that have not been identified.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I know they also have one of those really cool maps when you go inside. It's got all the known shipwrecks, which is...
That was interesting.
That was a really cool thing. So
that was cool.
like that. So other than that, we're going to get into a bunch of stuff for you guys tonight. As always, please remember, headphones are your friend. Some of these are probably really good. Some of them might be a little low. Doesn't hurt.
The only thing about the living quarters is the downstairs still remain the same where they had dinner, the kitchen,
yeah,
living room.
It's basically set up.
Except the upstairs, they just took all the bedrooms and they dedicated it to, like Sean said, in the history.
So it's like reliving when you walk in the front door. Yeah. It's basically living like they did, which was kind of cool. So other than that, we're going to get right into some of the stuff. We got about 15 EVPs 16. For you guys. Oop, let me go back. 16, sorry. And also a cool video in the end for you. So we actually have a video.
And there were only 5 people that went to this place.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's high. Mike thought it was high. It's about 4 stories tall at the top of the lighthouse. You got to go through our pictures, and some of them, like I said, there's a bunch where you'll see us up on top of the lighthouse, and the view was amazing.
It was cool,
really
but
cool.
I didn't let it stay up there long.
It's weird because you get up there and you don't realize it's a lake because you can't see the other side. So it's like, oh wow, this is crazy. When we did decide to do a group photo at the top of the lighthouse, though, I was unbeknownst to me that Matt, who was with us still, and Mike were afraid of heights, and I didn't think it was that high. So when you actually look at some of the photos, there's one of the group, or what was the group at the time, where I'm actually all the way over to the right. I'm hanging off the railing because I thought it was great. You have Matt, who's as close to the door as you can be without actually being inside of it, and all you see is Mike's head peeking around the corner because he was refusing to come out and actually step out there. So, great picture, great place, a lot of memories.
Fun
Please,
time.
if you're ever down there, check it out. I mean, it's a great place. I did put the link to their website in our description as always, so you can feel free to click on that, go to the websites, and I believe they probably still offer investigations too. So
I think so. I haven't checked their website, but I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I mean,
I think they do day tours.
They do a lot of day tours.
Yep.
Yeah, like history stuff. Yep. So other than that, we'll get into some of this stuff for you guys tonight. This first one, you're going to hear myself talking, and around 13 seconds, you're going to hear a voice come in over mine, but we're not really sure what it's saying.
Well, can't see.
So yeah, that one was, like I said, a little hard to hear. It's there. It's kind of easier for us only because we know the voices of the people that were there. So we know it wasn't Kelly or it wasn't Leanne or obviously it wasn't Matt because
Matt and I were together.
Yeah, you'd pick out a man's voice. So again, a little hard to hear. Some of those are going to be like this. That was probably from a stationary recorder. It actually was. It was from an upstairs hallway. So
that was mine.
Yeah, so more than likely we probably just weren't on top of it. We were probably down the hall or just not near the recorder at the time, which happens. A lot of times we'll set down recorders and just leave them, and it's weird that it'll pick up stuff from a distance, but it won't pick up anything up close. So
yeah,
it happens. Olivia's just fixing something real quick for us.
Did you give the description of the next EVP?
Oh. This next one, no one's upstairs. So this was, again, stationary recorder. Nobody's up there. Around 16 seconds or so, you're going to hear what sounds like something hitting a glass. It's making almost
that one was cool.
Yeah, it's making almost like a ting sound. Again, nobody's up there. So
Matt and I were down in the dining room for this one, and Matt thought it was like a bell.
Oh, it could have been, yeah.
One of those little hand bells that you ring. And he just turned and goes, "Hey, Mike, I just heard something." I go, "Wow." He goes, "Hey, I thought I just heard like a dinner bell ring or something." And so it was pretty cool. And then come to find out it was something hit a glass on the table set up in the hallway up there. That was really cool.
So yeah, that one is one of those ones where you're going to want headphones. I heard it, but again, I knew what I was listening for. But it's there. It's definitely there. It's hard to say. I mean, we were just talking about it when that was playing, whether it was, if Matt heard it, did he hear it downstairs? And then that's why it's so soft upstairs.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say, but it was definitely there. And it's cool that Matt heard it, so he was able to back it up. This next one is pretty cool, I think. You and Matt were upstairs. You're going to hear him talking about doing shaving a haircut. So obviously everybody knows what that knock is. Trying to get a response. They do get a knock. They get it, but it was so loud that I believe you guys heard it. but we heard it.
Yeah, you heard it in the tower.
Yeah, we were out in the tower. I was with the other team, and the other three of us were out in the actual lighthouse itself. These guys were inside the main house, and we actually heard it from in there. So it was very loud. It was coming from the kitchen area. So we'll just play that for you and let you guys get a take on it. So yeah, again, it's soft, but it wasn't soft. I mean, we were in the lighthouse and we clearly heard it in the kitchen, which, if I remember correctly, the kitchen was right near the entranceway to the actual lighthouse itself, which would make sense why we heard it so loud, being right there. So that was a cool one. So this next one, same two people are upstairs, Mike and Matt. They again are trying to get some kind of response to the knocking. Once they knew that we heard it, so we must have already regrouped, and then they went back up. Around 16 seconds, you're going to hear another response to a knock. So yeah, that one was actually a lot louder. That knock was, but it was another response. I didn't hear that one, but that one to me sounded like it was upstairs. Like that was a lot closer to the recorder than we were. This next one is kind of a cool one. It's myself, Kelly, and Leanne. So it's me and two females. We're upstairs and we're doing our thing and we're talking. And you're going to hear around 15 seconds. You're going to hear what sounds like a voice come in. And it sounds like it's saying "get out." So we'll play it and give your guys your take on it. You can...
No, the door. Yeah, press on. No, the door. Yeah, press on.
So yeah, that one was pretty good. She picked up on it as soon as the first time we played it. So it's definitely
Somebody didn't want you there.
no, and it makes you wonder too. I mean, could it have been because I was up there with two females? You guys were up there, and you didn't get it.
Yeah, we didn't get it.
Not saying that you can't have a female up there, but depending on who lived there as the lighthouse keeper at the time, maybe the wife was there, maybe they just didn't want a woman up there. Who knows?
I don't know. What did it sound like? Did it sound like a female or a male?
I think it sounded like a female.
Okay.
So I was just throwing that idea out there.
Okay, they threw the idea.
You know, that could be it. So yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting.
Sorry.
Well, I mean that does happen. That's another reason why we like to mix up our groups. We like to send, girls necessarily where they're not supposed to go. Back whenever the building was operational, we do that when we go to the Fort Ontario, and we send the girls into the barracks.
Enlisted men's barracks.
Girls aren't supposed to be in there, but we always get stuff when we send the girls in there. So why not? So it's cool when that does happen. So this next one, again, same three people, and we're still in the house. No one's talking, and then you're going to hear what sounds like a child giggling around 21 seconds or so. Again, there's no children there, so this should not happen. Yeah, that one was hard, but I do hear something, and especially towards the end, I do hear it. Almost sounds like another voice. Coming in. I caught that after hearing it. Yeah, right towards the end there.
I forgot what was in these.
Yeah, I mean, you're going back over
2012.
12 years ago. So, but yeah, it's there, and there's also something there towards the end. Not really sure what it's saying, but it does sound like there's like another voice in there. This next one, again, you'll hear us talking. A voice comes in under their voices, and it sounds like it's saying, "I'm sorry." So this is going to be around the 19-second mark. It sounds like a male voice. So just think about that. It's just myself, Matt, and Mike, so it wasn't any of us. That was a good one. Like that, I caught that one right away. It was right after Kelly asked if they want me to stop playing with whatever I was playing with. It's probably one of the kids' toys or something. And you do, you hear another voice come in and says, "I'm sorry." So that was a good one. I like that one a lot. I don't think you really needed headphones for that one. You probably would have just heard it through the speakers. So this next one is going to be from a carry recorder. So I believe this was probably
yours.
Probably my carry. So this one's actually going to be from inside the tower. So it's myself, Kelly and Leanne, two former female investigators. And we're just kind of talking, asking questions, doing our thing. And we're asking questions if somebody was in the Coast Guard. Is there anybody? Are you with the Coast Guard? Were you with the Coast Guard? And then a voice kind of comes in under ours, and it says, it sounds like it says no. And it's right around the 15-second mark.
Are you doing nothing with that camera so I can't take pictures?
Dave tells us you have to walk up and down the stairs. Could you walk down a couple stairs for us? Let us know that you're here. I'm sure you've had other groups come out here and try to talk to you.
Are you doing nothing with that camera so I can't take pictures?
Dave tells us you have to walk up and down the stairs. Could you walk down a couple stairs for us? Let us know that you're here. I'm sure you've had other groups come out here and try to talk to you.
So I feel like I have to apologize.
I know that was bad.
I honestly, I forgot how unbelievably loud it was in there. And Mike and I were just talking. I think if we ever went back there, I would never carry my... Well, actually, I used to, back when we did this. I used to always carry my recorder in my pocket. And then I had a microphone come out and that would hang over my shoulder. That way I could always just use my hands to do whatever I wanted to do, and it was always recording. But being inside a can, basically, surrounded brick and,
brick and metal stuff.
It's not very wide. It's probably about as wide as, maybe less than the width of this room. And big, huge metal stairs. It just echoed everything. Mm-hmm. And being that the microphone was right there, lesson learned, I guess. So I can't honestly tell you if these are all going to be like that or not for the rest of these. But I do apologize that it's very echoey. Some of you probably have a hard time hearing, and again, I apologize. It was a great place. So take our word.
Cool. Yeah, it was cool.
So this next one, again, we're still in the tower. We're still asking questions. Voice is going to come in around 13 seconds, and it sounds like it's saying go back.
You seem to react negatively about Coast Guard. Are you one of the Coast Guard? To specify the time for one time here with the keeper as well? You seem to react negatively about Coast Guard. Are you one of the Coast Guard? To specify the time for one time here with the keeper as well?
Then.
So that one was a little harder. I didn't catch it the first time. The second time I did, it was a very drawn out go back. So it was very drawn out. Again, I apologize for the echoous noise. Echoous, is that a word? Echoing?
Echoey.
Echoing.
Echoey.
Ing.
Echoing.
Anyway, we're sorry about it.
I don't know if they're all like this.
It sounds like they're gonna. These last few are gonna be like that because we're still in the tower for this next one. Again, we're asking questions, and then you're gonna hear a voice come in around the 12-second mark. It sounds like it's saying pocket. Think pocket.
Don't know why. Sure.
You know, just if you want to sit right there, and I'll sit right here. I just want to step right off the first step. Okay. Sure. You know, just if you want to sit right there, and I'll sit right here. I just want to step right off the first step. Okay.
Again, so that one again. Sorry for the background noise and the movement. I'm hoping they get a little bit better as we go on. This next one sounds like it might. We're still in the tower, shocker. But this one, around the 14-second mark, it sounds like a very breathly, almost like an exhaling noise, right into the microphone, which is what we don't do. I mean, that's a no-no. None of us heard of it. Nobody acknowledged it. So hopefully this will be a little easier for you guys to pick up.
You know, just if you want to sit right there, and I'll sit right here. I just want to step right off the first step. Okay. Hi, how's it going? You know, just if you want to sit right there, and I'll sit right here. I just want to step right off the first step. Okay. Hi, how's it going?
You will like the other ones.
Oh my god.
Again, it's a little hard.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
We have to take a quick time out. Olivia's cat's being mad.
Yeah, just.
I didn't say anything. He's going in for another piece.
Oh my god, stop. Something just stabbed my foot too. Go on.
Pardon this interruption. This is. We're really looking forward to the video at the end, though. That we're hoping you guys enjoy.
Second one down.
Yeah, but is it cooked? That's the problem. I'm sorry. This is just going way off the rails. Let's just say her cat ate something it shouldn't have ate.
It says it is safe.
So
is it cooked or what? Okay, so
Way off
let's
the rails.
let's get back
focus.
to Dunkirk. Cool place.
All right.
Long ass
We have a
drive.
couple more here. Jesus. What a night.
They're both
man.
looking for it.
Yeah, no, poor cats. So this next one, we only got a couple more for you, about 3 or 4 more. This is back in the house, so no more echo noise.
Hopefully.
This is just again, it's not a like blow your mind EVP. This is just going to be a knock. But we're upstairs. This is 12.
Okay.
We're upstairs, myself, Lee, and Kelly, and this comes from downstairs. So nobody's in the building. These guys are out in the lighthouse.
Yep.
So again, normally we don't pick knocks that often, but when something like this, we kind of think is kind of cool, because it kind of can be a response to something we're doing. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whole area. I'm going to set these magnets right here next to the recorder ring in the car, which I'm going to grab it when you leave. Actually, I'll put it in my back pocket. Huh?
I just heard something upstairs. I thought I heard something too. Like, I don't want to say it's from the window, but like the door, the dummy door. The dumbwaiter.
Whole area. I'm going to set these magnets right here next to the recorder ring in the car, which I'm going to grab it when you leave. Actually, I'll put it in my back pocket. Huh?
I just heard something upstairs. I thought I heard something too. Like, I don't want to say it's from the window, but like the door, the dummy door. The dumbwaiter.
So again, that was kind of cool because I don't know if you heard the knock, but both Kelly and Leanne both heard it. So I didn't hear it, but they both heard it. So they acknowledged it. I think they even one of them even said, "I don't think it was the window" or something along those lines. This next one, this was caught in. No, we're back in the tower.
Surprise.
This was by Team 2. Around the 10-second mark, a cough can be heard, but nobody coughed, so nobody responds to it. They didn't hear it.
I think it's pretty clear.
There's somebody's Verizon phone sitting here.
Mine.
You must have got a text message from my phone. My cage heater just went off the charge.
I should probably answer my text, yeah.
I was just looking at it and things started going crazy.
Sean, do you have your charger in here? Your original charger for a phone?
No.
Which
Negative. I did not bring it. Where did you say you put those batteries? Where did you set the batteries?
They're in your
There's somebody's Verizon phone sitting here.
Mine.
You must have got a text message from my phone. My cage heater just went off the charge.
I should probably answer my text, yeah.
I was just looking at it and things started going crazy.
Sean, do you have your charger in here? Your original charger for a phone?
No.
Which
Negative. I did not bring it. Where did you say you put those batteries?
So yeah, that one was a little bit more clear. You kind of got to break down all the stuff going on. We're moving around, we're grabbing equipment, we're kind of going from one place to another, and you just hear a random cough in there. We make it a point that if I do it or Mike does it or whoever does it, they'll say that was me. Or I don't know, Amy talked about it during the Paranormal 101 class that we try to timestamp stuff. We always try to acknowledge stuff. If we make a noise, we cough, we sneeze. You'd be surprised how loud your stomach will growl and make noises.
In absolute silence.
Yeah, it's really, and you have to acknowledge it because if you don't, you swear to God, when you listen to it later, that you'd be like, "Oh my God, there was a demon in there."
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was Olivia's stomach. So.
Is it mine?
Or somebody's.
Yeah. We used to have a former investigator whose stomach constantly got. So we were constantly saying, "Oh, that was so and so."
Yeah.
We didn't even have to. We knew who it was.
No, there were two.
Yes,
There were two.
Ironically, one was a girl, one was a guy. So
Yep.
So this next one, we're back in the tower. Around 3 seconds, you're gonna hear a really low voice. It's gonna sound like it's saying goodbye. 14.
I think it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, for some reason I don't think the audio is working for that one, so I do apologize for that. We're not really sure what's going on. So all the other ones seem to have worked fine. So maybe it was operator error.
Go on.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving. This next one, Team 2 is we're in the tower, and then around 4 seconds, you're gonna hear 4 to 6 seconds or so. You're gonna hear what sounds like keys being like moved or jiggled. We don't carry anything like that with us for that exact reason. We don't want any random noises to be made, so we leave all of our keys and phones and all that stuff in one central spot. So we wouldn't have an explanation. It almost sounded like the keeper would be carrying keys with him. So, again, I'm not trying to look too much into it, but that would make sense. Yeah, no audio. Sandra just said it. Yeah, we figured that one out too, Sandra. Thank you.
Can we just...
Tonight is just gone downhill. Like, it's just the
It
wheels
started
fell
with
off.
the chicken.
You know, it started with you dropping your drink all over the table before we went live.
I didn't do that.
You pushed the cat knocked the drink.
It has been nothing but the cats today.
In her defense, she picked out a very nice tablecloth for tonight.
I did.
It lasted about 2 minutes, and then it was just ruined. So we're going to try to play this last EVP. I don't know why they're not working, this last couple, but we're going to give it a old try. If it works, we're in the tower. A question is asked about Dave, who was the guy.
You will need headphones for this one, because it is low, but it's there.
You might really need headphones, because there might not be any audio. If it's there. Dave was the guy who walked us around.
Yes, he
kind of
was,
like the
he worked there.
Yeah, I don't know if he was technically like the director or whatever you want to call it. Or he might have just been an employee there.
Yeah, he might have been an employee there.
Really cool guy.
He wanted to be there tonight.
Yeah, again, if you go through the photos from Dunkirk, there's a bunch of pictures of him too.
Yeah.
So he took some with us, and he's in the background of a few giving us a tour. So they're asked, do you consider Dave a friend? And then
I think I asked that question.
A very, very low voice sounds like it's saying either yeah or yes. Again, if it plays, it is low. If it doesn't play, we got one more thing for you. So.
And we'd have to explain that one.
Yes, we'll go in depth with that. Stop it if you want.
I give up.
Okay, so we just went ahead and stopped that. I don't know what happened, why these last three just decided not to work. We have no explanation.
But trust me, it is there.
The
Would need headphones.
And they were great.
Take our word for it. The important thing is they consider Dave a friend.
Yes.
So they did answer yes. So we have a video for you guys. Backstory. This is a deal where it was caught by accident.
But you have to explain it because
Yeah,
you were with the two girls.
I was there. It's like I said, it was completely caught by accident. We were in the tower, so you kind of get an idea. This was caught on a handheld camera. So you'll get an idea. It's pitch black. We can't really see a whole lot. There might have been some exit lights, maybe.
You guys were getting ready to leave the
Yeah,
tower.
we were coming down. We were up in the tower. We were all the way up in the top doing EVP sessions and whatnot. We came all the way back down. Obviously, there's windows, like little windows along the top. Until you get to the top, there's obviously light coming through there. At this point, it was midnight maybe or later, so there's no outside light other than moonlight, and I don't even think there's that much cars in that area at that time.
No.
And it's important. I'm talking about the light for a reason. So we get down to the bottom, and we notice there's a dumbwaiter. So just for giggles, I decided to open it. And that's where the video starts. The video starts where I'm opening the door, and I'm looking, and you get a very nice picture of my backside. And Kelly is nice enough to say, oh, there might be bats in there, because Dave warned us about bats. So we close it. And one thing that we try to make a habit of anytime we investigate is when we leave, we always say, hey, thank you. Thank you for talking with us. Thank you for whatever, allowing us into your house, wherever we just happen to be. So in this case, as we're leaving, the camera is going to shoot up the stairs really quick, like one little glimpse. When that happens, keep an eye in the upper right-hand corner. You're going to see what looks like a ball of light. It's not a ball of light. It's just outside light coming through. But what's interesting is that it gets blocked out. I believe it's twice. It happens quick. Then the camera comes back down, and you hear Leanne say something along the lines of, thank you for letting us.
It was either Leanne or Kelly.
Well, Kelly says, we're exiting the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And then Leanne does say, thank you for letting us in your lighthouse, or something along those lines. When she does that, Kelly takes the camera one more time and shoots it back up the stairs and comes right back down again. It is going to be very hard to pick up. It took us, I don't even know how we found out about it. I think we, again, just...
Former investigator.
Yeah, we had a former investigator who happened to catch it, because he just happened to catch it one time. If you pause it, as the camera is shooting up the second time, in between two of the steps, there's a shadow head. That's the only
looking back
looking down at us. That's the only way to describe it.
Yeah.
Because you can see the white of the wall, even though it's dark, because you do have the IR light. So it kind of looks like it's gray when it's actually white. And then you see the black shape of a head coming down, almost like it's stepping back from the stairs, but kind of like peeking down into it.
And when I did talk with Dave, he said there was nothing but white walls.
Yes, it's just
nothing on the walls.
So we're going to go ahead and play that clip. We're going to play it a bunch of times.
Maybe the audio comes through.
Yeah, there might be audio, but don't worry about the audio. The important thing is light getting blocked out in the upper right-hand corner with the first swipe, and then the second swipe, look in between the steps. Again, it's very, very fast.
Yeah.
Good.
I think that's it, because this isn't that. I'm like, no, I thought that was right here.
There are two of them up there. There's both two dumbwaiters. Careful, there are bats in there.
Yeah, there's the cable that fell. It looks like a cord. I thought that was the cable, but it's not. It looks like a long cord of some kind.
You can see the bricks in the inside of it deteriorating.
You can feel the cold air come through here.
Okay, we're exiting the lighthouse.
Thank you for letting us in here. Please communicate with us.
I don't think that's it, because isn't that. I'm like, no, I thought that was right here.
There are two of them up there. There's both of them. Yeah, there's two dumbwaiters. Careful, there are bats in there.
Yeah, there's the cable that fell. It looks like a cord. I thought that was the cable, but it's not. It looks like a long cord of some kind.
You can see the bricks in the inside of the building deteriorating.
You can feel the cold air come through here.
Okay, we're exiting the lighthouse.
Thank you for letting us in here. Please communicate with us.
I don't think that's it, because isn't that. I'm like, no, I thought that was right here.
There are two of them up there. There's both of them. Yeah, there's two dumbwaiters. Careful, there are bats in there.
Yeah, there's the cable that fell. It looks like a cord. I thought that was the cable, but it's not. It looks like a long cord of some kind.
You can see the bricks in the inside of the building deteriorating.
You can feel the cold air come through here.
Okay, we're exiting the lighthouse.
Thank you for letting us in here. Please communicate with us.
Are you invested?
So, yeah, I was watching it with you guys. I hope you guys caught it. again, it's very, very quick. It was a great catch, completely by accident.
Well, they can go back and rewatch it.
Yeah. Hi, Terry, by the way. I did
What's
see
up,
your
Terry?
message. We were just watching the video, so we couldn't really respond at the time. It's good to hear from you. Things are going good,
Yep.
being busy. Got a lot of stuff going on, so please check out our page and kind of scroll through. Once we're done with the video and we end it, please go back where you can kind of mess with the time a little bit, and you guys can move the timer.
Sergeant said yes.
When you get to that point of this video that we just showed you, you can be able to slow it down a little bit and go frame by frame. You can actually
And see the shadow head.
the light getting blocked out and see the shadow head poking down at us. Again, keep in mind, we were up there, so we literally went from there down out that door, and obviously it wasn't there when we were up there. If it was, we didn't see it. So, all in all, it's a great place. It was a really cool place.
Cool, except for the drive.
Yes. We learned. Now when we drive somewhere that far, we get a hotel for the night. Well, I should say for the late night, early morning.
Yeah.
For a couple hours. And then we get up and drive.
Oh, I go back, but I don't know that far.
Hotel. We have to get a hotel for the night. Or a campground. Golden Summer. There we go. Okay, you don't camp.
No.
Again, it was a great night. Thank you guys for coming along with us. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So again, please, we're always constantly updating our page. We hope to see some of you guys come out Saturday. It's a great cause.
May 4th.
Yep, May the 4th be with you. Uh-huh.
I thought about that last weekend, but you called
Yep.
me a nerd about the Harry Potter store, so
That's got nothing to do with Harry Potter.
not my point.
It's a good cause. I don't know 100% about everything that's going to be going on there. Again, we were just asked to be a vendor, so we said sure.
Yeah.
And then we were asked to actually be a presenter. So I'm going to get in contact with the guys in a little bit, the next couple of days, hopefully. Great group of people out from New York Paranormal Team. And we'll see. I mean, we're going to be learning like you guys are, and then we'll be up there doing our thing and showing evidence and talking and doing whatever. So, going to have food trucks. I know you're looking forward to that.
That I am.
So there'll be food
That's
there.
why I'm going.
It's going to be an all-day thing. So I think it's 11 to 7. So all day.
Maybe.
Well, for some of us.
Can I take a nap? Do you think?
All depends on if there's a hockey game that
So-
night.
So Rob said, "May the Schwartz be with you." Do you get that reference?
What did I say?
Yes. Come on.
I know you do.
Spaceballs, the movie.
Nah, she does
No.
not have a clue.
No, sorry.
Mel Brooks.
Sandra thinks Harry Potter is awesome.
Thank you.
I don't not like. It's not that I don't like him.
I don't
It's
want to
weird.
talk to you about it.
I go to the theme park just because the rides look like fun.
Have you ever seen a movie?
Yeah, I watched like the first 3.
That's it, and you gave up?
Yeah, I got kind of bored of it.
Yeah, you're a terrible person.
I'm sorry, but I did watch it. Lord Helmet.
Yep.
Again, sorry about, like I said, we had some audio issues tonight.
Glitches.
These were over 10 years old, so 12 years old. Audio equipment we had then to now is vastly
Changed.
better. The technology that we've picked up over the few years is a lot better. So, thank you for dealing with us tonight. This show went off the rails,
How did that cat get in?
and then we have
It's my other cat. She's not supposed to be down
these
here
cats
either.
tonight. I don't know what's going on. It's just we haven't eaten raw chicken.
Yeah, last
knocking-
week was the eclipse. Why are they acting up tonight?
knocking drinks off the tables. It's just been a mess tonight.
I'll tell you a quick story here. That May the 4th and everything, there's a place over in Destiny called Cooperstown Connection.
Mhm.
And they're having William Shatner come in that day and sign autographs.
Do you know who William Shatner is? I'm just asking a question. Tammy said she would talk Harry Potter with you anytime.
I'm sure she would. I appreciate Tammy.
Captain Kirk
Tammy, I'm glad you're on now. We did announce you as the winner
from the
for picking
original
our new show.
Star Trek show.
Or
I
our
almost
show,
called
I
it
should say.
Space Trek.
These guys are Space Track. She says Space Track. This is what I'm dealing with. So we look forward to having you on May 14th. Arena will be here. I'll be here.
I
Olivia,
won't.
unfortunately, will be here. So have your questions.
Tammy loves me.
And tonight's just been a crazy night, so we're beyond. We can't really get fixed now. So thank you for joining us. Next week we have Amy back. Mike is taking a sabbatical. He won't be here. I'll be here. Olivia, as always, will have some entertainment in the background.
With the cats?
Yes. Amy will, we're going to lock the cats up next week. Amy will be going over paranormal history, getting really in depth with a lot of.
I meant to ask you that. Why isn't she watching the show? I'm on here every week when I'm not here watching it.
Horses.
And she.
Horses.
I don't know.
Shit with the horses. I'm sorry for the language right there, but
You'll have to
if
ask
you're
her.
a team member, you're supposed to be watching this show.
Maybe she watches the rerun.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. That was just a thought. Tammy said she's super excited. She has lots of questions already ready.
For who, Raina or?
I
Oh,
hope
she's-
not me.
She's gonna have pictures of her.
Oh,
So yes, great time. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Again, constantly posting stuff and updating stuff. So we look forward to being here again next week. Saturday, we have an investigation we're really looking forward to.
okay. Well, let me ask you this. I know we want Olivia to host a show one night with one of her.
You're the one that said it. Why are you looking like that?
investigation. Now, what investigation can we pull so she can be the host that night?
Wayne County Jail.
Yeah, she really liked
Well,
that.
believe it or not, that one's all set.
There you go.
Perfect.
So we'll schedule that for the week after we do the interview one.
Thank you.
So May 21st, we will do the Wayne County Jail, and you're going to take the lead that night.
Okay, but I get to sit there.
That's fine. And I get to sit there and go all night.
In Wayne County Jail, I think we were there two
Yeah, we've been there more than once.
Yeah.
or three times.
And then we
so,
did the event there.
so everything's been broke up
there, okay?
for
Okay.
the investigations.
So yes, lots of stuff coming up.
Yep.
Keep following. We said we got a great investigation coming up. We got the event coming up. June 21st, we have the Morrisville Public Library event scheduled. It's, again, free event. Anybody's welcome to come to it. The more the better.
Got some good stuff there.
Yeah, I got a great place. That's going to be a fun night. A lot of stuff coming up. So I think in the near future we might be bumping to every other Tuesday, but for now we'll keep going with every Tuesday. But thanks you for joining us again tonight, and we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, with Amy here, we are more well behaved, and we won't be off the
She
rails
keeps
as
us
much
in
as it
line.
was tonight. So, thank you. Have a good night, folks.
See ya.